When I was younger, up to about the age of 25, actually physically there wasn't anything. You know, I'd be tired or I might have problems with my tendons swelling up, you know, things like that, but nothing really dramatic happened. And then when, I think it was 25 when I had a heart attack, and that was the first time where we kind of went, oh, you know, we might have a problem here. That was a bit of a shock to the system. And then it was a few years before the next thing happened. And then after that, it was kind of every 2 years, there'd be either a new stent or there'd be a problem and they had to do an angiogram, and, you know, so it all just kind of kept on going. So Professor Rossi was a big thing about starting apheresis. At that point, I still travelled a lot. I enjoy travelling, and kind of for me to say, yes, I will go for apheresis, you have to make sure that you're there on the days that needs to be done. And of course, if you travel, I couldn't guarantee that those days would be available. It then got to a point where every other year I was having more stents or more things happening. So we had to have that conversation about we need to now do something. So it started off with apheresis. Originally, it was going to be every 2 or 3 weeks. If the levels came down low enough, they kept changing the goalpost of where the levels should be. So we then ended up with every week. The last sessions were every week. That means on a Thursday morning, getting up at about 4:30 to go to hospital, get to hospital, get on the machine, stay on the machine for about 5 hours, and then drive home again. So it was a whole day out. It was having to talk to school governors and school head to get permission to be off for the day, because otherwise, you know, you have to change your contract details. On the day, it's not the most exciting thing. You lie in a bed, you attach to a machine, and it's painful. You know, you've got big needles that have to be put in, and sometimes the needles don't work very well, so you have to be needled 4 times or 5 times to get it in the right position. The fistula itself, although your arm starts aching and stuff, but yeah, overall, it's something that was very draining, and going every week was, especially with no end in sight, was not the healthiest option, I don't think. But it's the only thing that was available, so vote for anything that's less apheresis or no apheresis.